Namaskar, welcome to Express News. I'm Mark Lynn. First, the national news. On the second day of her Kerala visit, President of India Draupadi Murmu performed darshan and puja at the Sabrimala temple on Wednesday and prayed before Lord Ayyappa for the well-being and prosperity of fellow citizens. In a post on X, Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged people to come to have darshan of the holy Jore Sahib. The Guru Charan Yatra will begin on October 23 in Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has extended greetings on Gujarati New Year. He took to social media and wrote, "May the New Year, beginning today, bring happiness, peace, prosperity and joy into all of your lives," unquote. India's Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal attended the 16th United Nations Conference on Trade and Development Ministerial Conference in Geneva. Addressing the UNCTAD Roundtable, Minister Piyush Goyal said India is addressing supply chain vulnerabilities through its Atmanirbhar agenda. Piyush Goyal will be on an official visit to Berlin, Germany from the 23rd of October 2025. During the visit, the Union Minister will hold multiple high-level bilateral meetings. The Olympic gold medalist and Indian javelin thrower Neeraj Chopra has been conferred the honorary rank of Lieutenant Colonel in the Indian Army in the presence of the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and the Chief of Army Staff, General Upendra Dwivedi. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh attended a book launch event at New Delhi on Wednesday. Addressing the event, the minister emphasised that Operation Sindoor witnessed extraordinary jointness and integration among the three services and reaffirmed the government's resolve to deal with the challenges. The Indian naval ship Sahyadri, an indigenously built Shivalik-class guided missile stealth frigate, participated in the sea phase of JIMEX 25. The Japan-India maritime exercise was held from the 16th to the 18th of October 2025 and made a port call at Yokosuka in Japan on Tuesday. The fourth edition of the India-Australia joint military exercise Austra-Hind is currently underway since the 13th of October. It will continue till the 26th of October in Australia's Perth with a focus on counter-terrorism. The Indian Navy is holding the second edition of the biennial, this is the Commanders Conference 2025 in New Delhi. It's taking place from the 22nd of October to the 24th of October. The conference brings together the Navy's top leadership. India's Defence Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh met the Chad Ambassador Ilid Ijama Bada on Wednesday in New Delhi. The discussions revolved around various topics of interest between both the countries. India's Union Minister of State for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Jayant Chaudhary, met the Philippine Secretary for Development of Labour and Employment, Benevino Lagusema, in Manila on Tuesday. A special dinner interaction was hosted in the Philippines, bringing together both nations, recognizing their strong connection with India and their key role to foster bilateral relations. India has achieved a significant milestone in global environmental conservation by securing the 9th position in terms of total forest area globally. Prime Minister extended birthday wishes to the Home Minister Amit Shah. He wrote on social media, X, that Amit Shah has made a commendable efforts to strengthen India's internal security apparatus and to ensure every Indian leads a life of safety and dignity. The Civil Aviation Ministry's Uday Desh Ka Aam Nagrik scheme, or UDAN, completed 9 years on Tuesday. The ministry said that under the scheme, over 15.6 million passengers have been facilitated through 323,000 flights in 9 years. India's Ministry of Health and Family Welfare organized a Pan-India Cardiopulmonary Resuscitation Awareness Week on Wednesday to enhance the nation's community response capacity. The US President Donald Trump lit lamps at the White House on Tuesday to mark the festival of Diwali, celebrating the occasion with Indian American members of his administration and other community figures. Prime Minister Narendra Modi thanked the US President Donald Trump for his Diwali wishes in a phone call, and the Prime Minister took to social media as well and wrote, "On this festival of lights, may our two great democracies continue to illuminate the world with hope and stand united against terrorism in all its forms." A planned summit between the US President Donald Trump and the Russian President Vladimir Putin was put on hold on Tuesday as Moscow's rejection of an immediate ceasefire in Ukraine cast a shadow over attempts at negotiations. Commenting on his planned summit with Putin in Hungary, which was put on hold, Donald Trump said that he did not want to have a wasted meeting. Meanwhile, Russia on Wednesday said that the preparation for a presidential summit between Putin and Trump was still ongoing. Russia's defense ministry on Wednesday claimed that its forces had captured two new Ukrainian villages in Zaporizhzhia region and neighboring Dnipropetrovsk region. At least 6 people were killed in a Russian overnight strike in the Ukrainian capital Kiev and its surrounding region. Debris from the downed weapons had sparked fires, setting homes ablaze. In another strike by Russia on Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia region, 13 people were left injured on Wednesday. Putin on Wednesday oversaw a test of Russia's nuclear forces on land, sea and air. This is to rehearse their readiness and command structure. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky arrived in Sweden on Wednesday to discuss a possible export deal with the Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu welcomed the US Vice President J.D. Vance with a ceremony at his office in Jerusalem on Wednesday. J.D. Vance also met the Israeli President Isaac Herzog. Both leaders voiced mutual hope for peace in the Gaza conflict. Israel's military confirmed on Wednesday that the remains of 2 more hostages were returned the day before. After 2 years of Hamas captivity in Gaza, freed Israeli hostage Avinatan was in fact welcomed by cheering crowds waving Israeli flags on Tuesday as he returned home. US President Donald Trump is heading to Japan next week from October 27 to 29 for talks with Japan's new and first woman Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi. Takaichi promised to work tirelessly to restore Japan's economic might, even shunning work-life balance in the process. As the US government shutdown stretches into a 4th week, Democrats and Republicans blamed each other for the growing crisis affecting federal workers and public programs. North Korea fired multiple short-range ballistic missiles on Wednesday, just a week ahead of the APEC summit to be hosted by South Korea. A man was seriously injured on Wednesday after shots were fired outside Serbia's parliament building in Belgrade on Wednesday. 1 person was detained. Police secured the scene. At least 35 people were killed after a fuel tanker overturned and exploded in Nigeria's northern Niger state on Tuesday. Now, the vehicle skidded off the road and it spilled petrol, which ignited shortly after the crash. The Greek police said on Wednesday that they had arrested 37 people in connection with a burgeoning EU farm subsidy scandal in which millions of euros are suspected to have been illegally claimed. A tragic road accident in Uganda killed 46 people after 2 buses collided head-on early on Wednesday. The Louvre Museum in Paris reopened on Wednesday, 3 days after thieves had run away with royal jewelry worth an estimated $102 million. The French President Emmanuel Macron on Wednesday demanded an acceleration of security upgrades at the Louvre following Sunday's audacious theft robbery. The Office for National Statistics reopened on Wednesday and it reported on Wednesday that Britain's inflation rate had held at 3.8% in September, above the Bank of England's 2% target. Tesla is recalling almost 13,000 vehicles in the US because of a battery connection fault that could cause the loss of drive power, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. Japan's exports grew 4.2% in September, the first increase since April, driven by strong chip and electronic part shipments, although the exports to the US fell 13.3% amid ongoing tariffs. OpenAI has introduced ChatGPT Atlas, an AI-powered browser designed to challenge Google Chrome. Brent oil futures is priced at $62.35 per barrel on Wednesday. The recent reduction in GST from 12% to 5% on a wide range of local products and services is set to bring significant relief to artisan farmers as well as small businesses across Ladakh. Gold futures maturing on December 5. These were priced at 1,28,000 rupees at the multi-commodity exchange on Wednesday. Silver futures for December 5 maturity also stood at 1,50,000 rupees per kg on the MCX. Let's take a short break. You're watching Express News. Stay with us. You're watching DD India.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News on DD India. I'm Mark Lynn. Let's resume. And now news about the weather. Wild hot winds swept across Australia, sending spring temperatures soaring and breaking October heat records in Sydney. The western suburbs recorded temperatures near 40 degrees Celsius already. According to the India Meteorological Department, Andaman and Nicobar will see light to moderate rains with isolated heavy downpours till October 27. Odisha, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh to face thunderstorms and lightning through Friday. Konkan, Goa and Marathwada brace for thunderstorms over the next 5 days. Fishermen and travellers are warned of rough conditions. Fresh snowfall in Himachal's Manali and Lahore Spiti has lowered temperatures sharply, with thick clouds adding to the chill. A snowfall alert has been issued for the next 3 days. Tourists flock to Manali and nearby regions to enjoy the fresh snow, turning the hill stations into a scenic winter getaway. The IMD issued orange alert for heavy rainfall in southern and central regions of Kerala. Tamil Nadu reels under heavy rainfall, with Chennai facing rough seas and strong winds. Authorities have placed the state on red alert. All schools in Chennai were closed on Wednesday amid the continuing downpour. India's capital Delhi grapples with heavy smog post-Diwali. The AQI has climbed to above 300 levels due to fireworks, reducing visibility and triggering respiratory issues. News now about life and culture. Govardhan Puja is being performed with devotion across India. The day commemorates Lord Krishna lifting Govardhan Hill to protect Vrindavan. A 21-foot Lord Govardhan idol made from 108 tons of cow dung was worshipped at Madhya Pradesh's Gwalior cow shelter during Grand Govardhan Puja celebrations. In Gujarat's Dakora, a centuries-old Annakut looting tradition continues. After the puja, devotees from nearby villages joyfully grab prasad. In Delhi, devotees performed Govardhan Puja on Wednesday, offering prayers, lighting diyas and preparing Annakut. The Grand Pushkar Animal Fair began on Wednesday in Rajasthan. The desert dunes are coming alive as a week-long fair this is from October 30 to November 5, brings color, music and celebration. On the occasion of Home Minister Amit Shah's birthday, renowned sand artist Doordarshan created a striking sand sculpture of Shah at Puri Beach in Bhubaneswar. Thousands have flocked to Prayagraj's Triveni Sangam to witness Siberian migratory birds, marking the onset of the cold season. Vadodara's Baps Swaminarayan Temple saw hundreds of dishes offered to the deity on the occasion of Gujarati New Year as devotees gathered to celebrate with devotion and joy. Renowned sand artist Doordarshan Patnaik also created a sculpture at Puri Beach in Odisha honoring the late Bollywood legend Govardhan Asrani. In London, the Prosper store, over 550 rare music collectibles, not celebrities, collectibles will be auctioned on Thursday and Friday, with bids expected to cross £3 million. Planting has begun on the Wallace-Annenberg Wildlife Crossing over the 101 freeway near Los Angeles in the United States to help animals migrate safely. Now, the project is in its final phase and will be completed by 2026. The second edition of the Global Food Week 2025 opened at the Abu Dhabi National Exhibition Centre on Tuesday, bringing together global leaders to discuss food security and sustainability. In Ilorin in Nigeria, a 35-year-old cheese-making tradition continues using fresh cow's milk. Portugal's historic Prazeres Cemetery in Lisbon, built in 1833, it's opened for guided night tours by torchlight on Wednesday. Now, in its fourth year, the tours showcase the cemetery's rich architectural and historical heritage. In Dubai, puppy yoga sessions are helping rescue dogs get adopted. The fun classes, they combine relaxation with playful pups, while part of the fee supports shelters. In news on the entertainment front, or from the entertainment world, Oscar winner Emma Stone reunites with director Yorgos Lanthimos for the absurdist sci-fi comedy Begonia. The film hits theaters across the US on the 31st of October. Ahead of the film's release, Los Angeles' fans, they attended a special Begonia screening with a quirky twist where only bald people were allowed in. Apple TV's comedy drama Shrinking returns on the 28th of January next year with a one-hour premiere. It stars Harrison Ford and Jason Segel. The Sick New World Festival will be back next year. This is in Las Vegas in the US on 25th of April and in Texas as well on October 24. Pre-sales begin on Thursday and Friday. The American reality television series Project Runaway has been renewed for its 22nd season, and it will be premiered in 2026, Project Runway. The Bollywood film Ek Dewane Ki Diwaniyat had a strong Diwali opening at the box office with 8.5 crore rupees on its first day. The Bollywood horror comedy Thamma earned around 25 crore rupees on its release day on the 21st of October. The Bengali film Nodoy Rare Bhela is India's only entry at the international section of the 31st Kolkata International Film Festival. The poster of the supernatural thriller Kal Trigori is out. The film will hit the theatres on the 14th of November. Himesh Reshammia's Cap Mania tour will begin in Dubai on December 21. Sports news now, and India are going to take on New Zealand in a must-win game of the Women's World Cup in Navi Mumbai on Thursday. India must win its remaining 2 matches to qualify for the semi-finals after suffering 3 consecutive defeats. India face Australia in the second one-day international match in Adelaide on Thursday. The men in blue eye a series levelling game after their loss in Perth. Of course, that was a rain-affected match. Former Australian captain Ricky Ponting said India's former captains Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma should not be written off after their poor performance against Australia in the first one-day international. Matt Renshaw could open the batting for Australia against England in the Ashes series beginning in November. India's doubles pair of Chirag Shetty and Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy begin their campaign at the French Open badminton tournament on Wednesday. Novak Djokovic has withdrawn from the upcoming Paris Masters, where he is a record 7-time champion. Britain's Cameron Norrie pulled off an upset. This is in the first round of the Vienna Open with a victory over the 7th seed Andrei Rublev. FC Goa will be facing Al Nassr. This is in the AFC Champions League 2 Group D match in Goa on Wednesday. The Saudi Giants pose a formidable challenge to the Indian side. Cristiano Ronaldo is rested for the Al Nassr game against FC Goa, while the star players like Joao Felix and Martinez will feature in the game. Barcelona crushed the Olympiacos 6-1 in the UEFA Champions League. Fermin Lopez, in fact, scored a hat-trick, and Marcus Rashford added 2 goals. Paris Saint-Germain hit 7 goals against Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League. Ousmane Dembele scored in his return from injury. In another Champions League match, Manchester City claimed a comfortable 2-0 win over Villarreal. Erling Haaland, I beg your pardon, bagged yet another goal for City. The Premier Football League in Spain, La Liga, has called off Barcelona versus Villarreal match in Miami in December. It's going to be in December because of uncertainty, they say. The Golden State Warriors defeated Los Angeles Lakers in a season opener. Luka Doncic's 43-point performance went in vain. That's all we have in Express News. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.